This is a little part I'm working on tonight. Put that on hold until a good day that I can just start sandblasting that. Just a quick little update. I posted one video on YouTube, so hopefully this one will be the second one. But bought this foreman frame for $100. Drove to Louisiana to pick it up, and as some of you might know, the Rubicon and the Foreman aren't exactly the same, but for the most part, all the major part of the body's there. But this, for example, wasn't on there. This was the bracket that holds the reservoir tank for the coolant, and then the other bracket is right here. You can see it right there. So, stopped at a pawn shop the other day and found a Harbor Freight MIG Welder for $70. It was brand new, still had all the plastics on it, so couldn't beat that price, and went ahead and bought it and welded this one on here. It's not the best weld, but it'll hold. It's actually really fucking strong, pardon the language, but anyways, it serves its purpose. And like I said, the only thing that it's holding up is the reservoir tank, so I couldn't even move that thing if I wanted to. So that's those two brackets. The other bracket is this one right here, which is the one that holds the shifter. This one was a little bit tricky because I actually had to cut off the frame where the bracket was at that holds the shifter on this one. Just the way that the bracket was on there and the curves that it had, it made it a pain in the ass. So for me to try to get in there with the die grinder, so I went ahead and look at all that. That's just falling off. But went ahead and took the grinder at it, cut off around it, and then once I had it out, I was able to cut off the piece of the tubing on the inside. So the other bracket that I had to take off was the one that holds the ignition coil, which is this one. It's a little bit crooked. I can probably straighten it out, but it's on there. I mean, ain't nothing moving that. So, and like I said, the ignition coil goes right here. It's not a heavy piece or anything. It's not weight bearing, and the ignition coil actually has a lot of play to it. So this is ignition coil. It goes on the bracket, slides in, but as you can see, I got a lot of side to side movement. So if it's not dead on perfect, it's not going to be a make or break deal. So welded this one on again. I haven't welded since I was like, I don't know, maybe 19. So that was 20 years ago. So welded it here, and actually before I put these on, I went ahead and sandblasted them and got them down to bare metal, so they no longer have any rust. And then I bought some Rust-Oleum self-etching primer and went to town on that. So for the frame, I think I only got maybe one more bracket that I found out about, which was this one that holds all these. I'm assuming these are probably fuses right here, but that little bracket right there, the Foreman did not have that bracket, so I got to take that one off and put it over there. If anything, I might just zip tie it to the frame. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but it's not something that's gonna hold me back from moving forward. So as I look at the rest of it, it looks like it's pretty much all the same. So about every night I come out here, or when I do come out here, I get to polishing some things. So there's some quadruple aught steel wool, some of this tubing, try to make it look somewhat new. So getting it as ready as I can, so when we do the swap, I don't have any issues. I can just do it and not have to worry about anything else. But like I said, this is what I'm working on right now. The seat, took off this crap. It was dry rotted. When my cousin gave me this seat, as you can tell, it had some holes in it. So these holes aren't too deep. It's not too bad. This is probably the deepest one right here, and then we got this one right here. But aside from that, it's intact. I was thinking I was probably gonna have to buy another seat, but I don't think I need to. I think I have enough to work with. I think what I might do is just try to see if I can find some kind of filler foam, something that I can spray on, and then maybe something that I can sand down to the point where it's flush. So, but like I said, it's not real deep. Here's a side angle. This one is a little bit deep, but. And then I was in my garage the other day cleaning it up, and remembered that I had some material that was similar to this one from when I had worked on my car, and this is it right here. So it's like a fake leather, but it's stretchable a little bit. So I think this might work. It's a little dirty. So I just pulled it out of the bag that I had it in, and this is the material that you can spray some adhesive spray on. Spray some adhesive spray on this, and then just start molding it. So as far as the fitment goes, will it fit? And I think the answer is a yes. I think that's gonna fit, because if I wrap this over, I still have a lot to go. I probably want to come in probably about an inch, inch and a half, as much as I can. Same thing on this side. That should be plenty enough. What I do worry about is these little corners right here, but I think I still got enough. And like I said, it's more this way than it is that way. So, and I got plenty on the top side and on the bottom side, so I'm not worried about that part. Maybe I can turn it this way. I just thought about that. Yeah, I might be able to turn it that way and make it work like that. Find the lowest spot, which will be right about there. But that might not work, because once I start curving it, it's going to take away from the top. So I don't know yet. Got to play with it, see what's up. But I definitely have enough to do what I need to do. So I might put this phone down real quick, wrap it, do like a little bullshit wrap, and then see how it looks. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so I did a little bullshit wrap, and yes, I do have enough, which is cool. I'm actually pretty excited, but in the spots, like I said, where it's missing, I'll probably have to start worrying about whether that's gonna start tearing or not. So I have to find a way to fill it with something. So if y'all have any ideas, post some comments down below. Let me know if you guys have come across something like this in the past. What did you guys use to wrap the seat? I know they sell kits, at least a cover, on eBay and Amazon for like maybe, I don't know, 30, 35 bucks. But like I said, I had this one in the garage. It moves, it forms with some double-sided tape, stupid. Some adhesive spray, 3M. I think this is gonna work. So I'll probably trim off what I don't need, try to get to the end. That way I can maybe have some left over for a second round, just in case if this starts to tear again for whatever reason. But there it is. Man, that's cool. All right, I don't gotta buy that. That makes me happy. So, although I have seen that on some of the ones that they sell online, that's just a cover. It has a seam that runs from here all the way down, I guess, to kind of help that bend right there. My sister-in-law's mother-in-law is a seamstress, so I don't know. I might take it to her and see if she can give me some ideas on if I should put some kind of seam along here and bring it up. That way this curves a little bit better. So she's a badass seamstress. She can do some amazing ass work. So, but yeah, I got enough. So like I said, if you guys have any ideas, or especially on how to fill these holes, leave some comments. Let me know what's up. And I think that's it for tonight. No, well, you know what? I want to show you all the underside of this thing real quick. Oh, that sucker's long. Alright, so this is what I'm going to be doing tonight. Taking out the rest of these staples. So that's my next question to y'all. Have you ever wrapped one of these seats in the past? What did y'all do to get it to wrap? Whoever had it before was my cousin, but I think there was a previous owner. It looked like they just took some staples and they went to town. I mean, I think it was probably effective, but I just don't know if that's the best way. But in regards to how it operates, everything works like the way that it should. So, but I'll probably take this whole thing off and sandblast it, maybe coat it with something along with these brackets. Try to restore it back to as new as possible. So, some of these don't come off as easy. Oh, there goes one. Oh, there goes another one. So these are rusted out to the point where they are breaking off and they don't even give me a chance to pull them out. I did pull out this one. So that's what I'm going to be working on tonight. But let me show you all the little... It's a death trap. Dang it. That is the little Chicago Electric 90 amp welder that I bought for 70 bucks. It's a MIG welder. Came with the wire, like I said, all these cables, the ground, as well as the gun and the power cord. We're actually still wrapped in plastic, so, and the spool is pretty much brand new, and so I seriously doubt anybody used it. Went to Harbor Freight, bought a new tip and a cover for it. Took off the nozzle because it doesn't run gas, so there's no point of having that. So from what I've seen online, the older model of the 90 amp, which is what this one is, had a single finger trigger, and it didn't have this coil to protect your lead. I've seen these on the 120 or the 125, and I've seen this trigger on the 120 and the 125 where it's a double finger. So I don't know if maybe this one maybe was mid-production run or something along those lines. But I also had a coupon. Went ahead and bought this one too. So it's not their top of the line stuff, but it's effective auto darkening. Excuse me. It does the trick. So for about $100, I bought the welder and I bought the helmet. And you can't beat that price. So this shield actually came with the welder. This is the one that comes with it when you buy it from Harbor Freight. It has a handle, but this one did not have the handle, and it didn't have the lens. But my neighbor, awesome neighbor, hooked it up with some anti-spatter nozzle gel spray, so that way I don't get any spatter going everywhere. And he had an extra lens, so he hooked it up with the lens. So with this, I can probably show somebody how to work once I get to a level where I can actually teach somebody. So my little shop is growing, and I love it because this is stuff that I can use anywhere. I can take it to the ranch whenever we go hunting. I could probably build a deer stand with it. It rolls up to a quarter-inch. It rolls up to quarter-inch steel. So yeah, like I said, I'm pretty excited about it. And I think this thing broke. Did it break? Huh. Yeah, I think it broke. Son of a bitch. Where did it break from? The tab's on the top. God dang it. Oh well. Anyway, that's it for tonight. I'll finish working on this, clean it up as much as I can. And I'll post on my next vid later on. Peace.